Welcome back to the channel, guys. Guys, today is actually going to be a review. Of course, I always say it's gonna be different than most, but this is really gonna get like down and personal. I want to open up more to you guys. I want you guys to know a lot more about me than just, okay, she can throw some clothes together and twirl around in a circle and she looks nice. I definitely want to open up to you guys more. So, but before I go ahead and get into the video, guys, and what it's going to be about, let's get our housekeeping out the way, okay? Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bell on so when the kid posts, you guys can get the latest and greatest on what's going on inside the nation, okay? So guys, today's video is actually going to be about something that I have suffered with for a long time. And this is my first year actually talking about it. And it's a lot better than how it used to be. So it's going to be about seasonal depression. So y'all know that I love taking notes on stuff, honey. So if y'all see me like back and forth, that's because I've jotted some notes down to kind of keep me on track. So a lot of people ask, what is seasonal depression? So seasonal depression is a mood disorder characterized by depression that occurs at the same time every year. So it's really related to like during the season change, and it's usually when it's dark, like when it gets dark outside, or if you live in an area where it's like kind of mostly dark or like, you know, gloomy, whatever. I usually suffer from seasonal depression like around the holidays, and it's so crazy because it's like a light switch for me where it's like with Halloween, I love Halloween. I love October, September, October. Like I love the autumn. I love this. Actually, my favorite season. Fall is my absolute favorite season. But I kid you not, it's like a light switch. As soon as Halloween is over, the next day I feel it. Like I feel it. Like it's almost like knock, knock, knock. Hey girl, hey, it's that time of year again. Did you miss me? I'm back. Got my bags and my coat and I'm here. So I always feel it. And my seasonal depression comes around the holidays. Well, I feel like it's magnified around the holidays because it's something that I kind of carry with me all year, but I'm able to maintain and manage it. But around the holidays, it just gets worse for me. And it's because, well, this year I can honestly say, let me say this year is actually night and day compared to last year. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I'm not really, I wasn't at one point that close with my family. Actually we had like a major breakthrough this year, thank God. But we had a major breakthrough this year. I also started to see a therapist this year. So that really helped me out a lot. So it was, you know, around the holidays I had my friends and around their family, but it wasn't my family. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, you know, you can, but it's different when it's your own family, if that makes sense to y'all. So that's something that I have been battling. And then on top of that, as you guys know, I don't have any children. I just have my 2 fur babies. And I'm single as well, so I don't have a spouse. So it was like around the holidays, it's like, dang, girl, you ain't close with your family. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got no spouse, girl. All you got is some cats. So, you know what I'm saying? It was just like that. Like, I was just beating myself up. It was just, I was going through a lot, like a lot. Hold on. Please don't knock that down. One moment, y'all. They messing with stuff in the window. Don't mess with that. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry about that. I'm bad. I got some stuff like in the window, and like for some reason Brad and them, I open up a window for them, but they love to like get in the window with the stuff is there to knock it down. I don't know what that's about. They kind of like, I feel like my nose ring is twisted. But yeah, okay. So I was, hey mama, I was like suffering from that. Trying to get myself back on track. I'm so sorry, y'all. But yeah, that's something that I was dealing with because last year I wasn't close with my family, you know, so I was dealing with that. And I was unhappy with where I was living at. This was before I moved. I was depressed there. I just felt like my energy and my mood excuse me, y'all know I got bronchitis. But I just felt like my energy and my mood was like shifting, like it was just dark. and I just felt like no matter how much I tried to get out, I was still getting pulled back down. And then it was like boom, the holidays right on top of it. So I just felt like it was dark. And honestly, the place that I was living in at the time, now that hindsight is really 2020, the place was a lot bigger than where I am now, but the place was so dark. Like, it was just weird how like my house was situated, like the window settings. It would just be dark. I can't even describe it. It was like it almost felt like no light could really kind of get in my house, even though of course light was coming in, and I didn't even put up no curtains. Like, and I felt like the place was just so dark to me. Fast forward to I actually moved, and I got the place that I am now, and it's smaller, but I am infatuated with my place. Like, I love my place so much. Like, it's crazy. Like, I used to go over people's house, like, around the holidays. Like, I would go over my best friend's house, or I would literally go anywhere so that I didn't have to be at home because it was so dark. Now, I kid you not, I be standing folks up, honey. They be asking me to come out. I be telling them that I'm coming, and I don't come. I be canceling last minute. I gotta get better with that. That's a part of my New Year's resolution. But still, like, I mean, because I love my house now. I have windows, and I'm decorating it the way I want to, and it's just open, and it's beautiful, and it's up to date, and it's fresh. That actually played a major role in me fighting for, one, my depression, and then my seasonal depression on top of it. And then, you know, coming and having the breakthrough with my family, more importantly with my sister. My sisters and our relationship at that point, we were so broken and fractured. It felt like we were just strangers, like just passing by, and just happened to share the same bloodline. And around the holidays, that would haunt me. Like, I would be like, gosh, I miss my sister. I just want to talk to her. Like, I miss my older sister. Like, that's how I would feel. So I had to break through with that. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go see somebody. Let me go talk to somebody. Let me lay on somebody's couch and cry it out. You know what I'm saying? Let me just be honest and real and open with myself. So that helped with my seasonal depression as well. I can definitely, out of all the years, I can definitely tell that this year is my pivotal, like that, this year is the best year. This is my pivotal turning point on the up and up. Like, I still have days where I wake up and I be like, Lord, I don't want to get out of bed. I mean, I'm not going to shade you. I have came out like within the last week or so and got some water and caught Brad and them staring, like, if y'all are the blinds, like just staring at the blind. And they'll look back at me and meow, and they'll stare at the blind. And I'm like, I know that means like, come open the window so we can look out the window. Open the window, see, I mean, you know, the blind, so we can look out, open the window so we can crawl in the window sill, get some air in here. And I thank God for my cats, because that helps me. So, to really kind of battle this seasonal depression, you know, I don't know if some of you guys may go through it. Hopefully this does help some that are going through. You know, you guys can definitely like relate to me on that level. Y'all know that I will put links or whatever down for just free therapy online, whatever. If you want to call somebody, whatever, I will link everything down there in the description box below. But it was like a pivotal, like I said, this year is a lot different, and I'm very excited about it because it is so different. But I'm blessed that I could get to this point, that even though I'm still in the midst of fighting seasonal depression, I'm now at a turning point where I can share my story with you guys, and I can tell my story to you guys, so that hopefully it does help you. Because I was in such a dark place. Like, I was just so like I was, of course, you know, with signs of depression, you know, you don't want to eat, you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to go nowhere, you just want to sleep all day. And I just wanted to be in the dark, and then like just being in the dark just intensified it for me. So I just started, like, I really, like, once I started talking to my therapist, I knew I kind of had it, but when I started talking to my therapist about it, she just kind of, I'm trying to make sure these lashes don't fall off, y'all. If they start lifting on camera, don't judge me, honey. But just talking to my therapist about it, she was like, you know, I can write you something for antidepressants. And I was like, I don't want to be on the antidepressants. I don't want to be drugged up and comatose walking around like just like zombified, just making it through. Like, I was like, it's got to be like a better way, a natural way. It's got to be something. So what helped me was, of course, as I just shared with you guys, opening up to my family, opening up to my friends, letting them in on what I was going through. Therapy played a major role in it, being able to talk to somebody and lay it all on everything, like just lay it all on the table, the good, the bad, the ugly, being able to accept where I am at this point in my life, being comfortable at this point in my life with just being in my own space. Like, I'm 35, and this is the first time in my life that I've been in my own space, and I love my space. Usually I'm in my space and I'm uncomfortable. I don't like it. I'm like, is this, is that? But this is the first time that I'm in my space and I love being in my space, and I'm okay with my space. I love it. Like, I'm okay with me. I accept me, the good and the bad, which is what I was struggling with. I mean, of course we can all accept our good, but I was struggling with accepting my bad, because I had lost myself and I had to refine. I had found myself, but then I lost myself. So I had to find out who I was all over again, you know? And it was just all those key factors playing into it throughout the year, you know, dealing with my depression. And then here comes the holiday season, family members and friends, and being joyous and all getting together. So it was everything, and then that piled on top of it. So it was rough. It was real rough for me. But I do it's called like light therapy, like light box therapy, where, because like light boxes, they have like a very, like, they're very, very bright. And I know it sounds stupid. I know y'all like, what? But that light box therapy, and it's crazy how God works, because when I moved into this place, I found where I live at now literally on a wing and a prayer, like by accident. I was like, they probably ain't gonna take me, but I'm playing anyway. Literally got approved within like the week. And the way that my unit is set up, when the sun rises and sets, my whole like apartment is literally lit up. So it doesn't matter if the blinds are open or closed, it is lit up. Every room in my house be lit up. And that's what I needed. That's what I need. Is that helps me with my therapy. That helps me with my light therapy helps me with, it's just something about the light and like the chemical imbalances in the brain. And then I also take like vitamin D supplements. What are y'all in there doing? Child, they be tearing stuff up, honey. I'm sorry. But I also take vitamin D supplements. That helps me as well to... Let me see, because did I write it down? I didn't. But vitamin D does help. And I know, like I said, the light therapy, that does help. And also, like, I was having a hard time sleeping. Let me tell y'all something. When I take my vitamin D, the way I am set up now, honey, when I take my vitamin D supplements, baby, and I go to sleep, because my sleep patterns, they already kind of wonky, because I record kind of at night, in the evening, at nighttime, and I kind of sleep all day. So I'm trying to flip that around because I have bad insomnia. But when I take my vitamin D supplements, after I eat my din and I take the vitamin D supplements, I be in there conked out. I mean, I be sleep. I mean, my mouth be open. I be out. I be waking up like, bitch, I'm thirsty. I need some water. Like, I be eating that bitch out. I be in the month. I sleep so good, and I sleep so peacefully now. So yeah, I mean, this was just something quick. Nothing to go on and ramble on and on about. I know with it being the holiday season, you know, everybody's like, oh, happy holidays, and we're doing a giveaway, or we're doing this, or we're doing that. But nobody wants to talk about the ugly truth. Nobody wants to talk about the depression that comes with the holidays, or nobody wants to talk about, in my case, the seasonal depression on top of that comes with it during the holidays. And be open and honest and record yourself doing it. And up front, to see, just putting yourself out there to see how you can help somebody else. So hopefully this video does help you guys. As I stated, this is still an everyday battle for me. I fight it every day at a time, like everybody else. But I found what worked for me. And that's what worked for me. And hopefully me sharing and telling you guys my story, it helps and it works for you guys as well, okay? So yeah, that's it. I mean, like I said, I will leave links down in the description box below, so that you guys, if you guys want to kind of check out some places that you can do, maybe online, maybe chatting with somebody, or call and speak with somebody for free, that can help you with your seasonal depression, or just your depression period, or whatever you are fighting. Like, I mean, we are in this together. So I definitely love you, okay? Your anxiety is a lie. Your depression is a lie. You are going to make it, okay? You will pull through this, okay? And my contact information is down below. So if you guys want to shoot me an email, you just need some words of encouragement, whatever, shoot me over an email. You know I got your back, okay? So I love you. You have a happy holidays. And I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye, Shein Nation.